Hey Slick Review fans, coming at you with another video. In this episode, we're checking out two cool little products from Andar. We've got the Aspen for the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the new Kickback Wallet. So everyone, what we're checking out in this episode is the Aspen from Andar for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. You guys have seen this before a couple times, but we're going to check it out and see what the new model looks like for the 16 Pro Max. And then they released a new wallet called the Kickback. It's a MagSafe wallet meant to pair up with the Aspen. So first, let's check out the case. It comes in a new sturdy retail packaging. I've seen this a couple times more recently from Andar. It seems like they've stepped up their packaging game, which I think is pretty cool. Just a little bit higher quality presentation. So we'll open it up here. You get a nice little thank you card inside. And then here's the Aspen. What is interesting, though, you don't get the dust bag anymore, which I'm okay with. They kind of just collected, and I didn't really use them that often, so it seems like for some products they're getting rid of that. But here is the new Aspen for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, I will say right away that in between them sending this over and this video, they've released an additional model that includes a hardware, like a physical cover for the button for the camera control. Now, I don't have one of those to check out, so I can't speak to how well it works or anything, but that is available if that's something you're interested in. But they offer alongside that this version of the Aspen, which just has a cutout for the button. So it's purely personal preference, what you'd like. But again, I don't have that other one for us to check out. Here's the Aspen for the 16 Pro Max. This one is in a dark brown color, which looks really nice. Coming around, checking out the case here, we have a nice ring for the camera array to protect that if you set the phone face down. Along the side, we do have metal alloy buttons for the action button and volume. On the bottom, it's not a large cutout, it's just the small circular cutouts for your speaker and your charging port. And then again on the side, metal alloy button for your power button, and then completely open for the camera control unless you go for the other version. And you do get a tiny lip for screen protection. If you wanted to set this face down or something, it should be fine. So that's the Aspen. Of course, you guys have seen the Aspen several times here on the channel, but I do like to see them for each kind of release just to make sure that quality remains consistent, that nothing really changes, and that is the case here. This is the same as every other Aspen that we've ever checked out. This oil waxed full grain leather, it just feels so nice in the hand, and that's one reason why I consistently like reviewing Andar products, especially the Aspen, is because I've tried several leather cases on my devices over the years, and Andar is definitely number one as far as the feel in the hand. There's just something about their leather. It just feels really nice and very premium. So that's why I like checking them out. Also interested to see that they released a new wallet. This is called the Kickback. Now, you guys may remember a while ago we checked out the Mag wallet, which they do still offer. And that is kind of a similar form. And it's that one, the Mag, is just a MagSafe wallet and attaches on the back. And it just has like a simple pouch for a couple cards. And that's it. Now, they do still offer that one. But the Kickback, this one's a little bit interesting. So it works the same, as you can see, just a regular MagSafe wallet. This one is in the matching brown. So one thing I like about it is that, same with the Mag, right here, for me, if I'm holding the device in my right hand, is kind of just a natural place to get a little bit more grip. Now, if you push too hard, you will move the wallet. Like the MagSafe is pretty sturdy, but you know, if you hold it like this and you press too hard on the bottom, you know, you might move it a little bit, but not a big deal. Other than that, it stays on there pretty rock solid. So how the Kickback works is, while it's closed, it's kind of like the Mag, where you just have a small pouch for 2 cards, I think is fine. If you put one in there, it might slip out because it's just kind of the size that it is. So you do have to put 2 cards in there. Then it's got a nice little slider here for you to easily push them out. And then a nice little trick here for the Kickback is that it opens up. And then you can set your device in any sort of viewing angle that you want. And what's pretty cool, I don't know if they designed it this way, but it works, is that, so normally it sits like that, right? But if you flip it 90 degrees and then open it, the MagSafe is strong enough that you could totally watch YouTube on the train, bus, plane, lunch break, whatever you want to do. And then you just close it, swivel it back, and you're ready to go. So Kickback is really cool. And then it's MagSafe, so it stays on. Now the Aspen, what really is cool is that Andar, I haven't seen them change prices over the years, really at all. And I've been checking out their products for about 4 or 5 years now, I think it is. And the Aspen is still $60 year after year. They haven't changed the price. The Kickback, this is $55. The Mag, I think, is like $45. So $55 for basically a stand that can hold up your phone and then have 2 frequently used cards in there. It's up to you to decide if that's worth it, if you have a use case for that. I think the stand part is kind of the coolest part, and then that it does match the leather perfectly. So if this is something you want, this is definitely the way to go. If you don't care for the kickstand, then maybe just check out the Mag, and that gets you a couple card slots there. But that's the Aspen from Andar, one of my favorite phone cases of all time, and that's why I keep featuring them here on the channel, is because while the product doesn't really change every time, that's part of the point, is that their consistency and quality is always just top notch. I absolutely love Andar products. So that is the Aspen and the Kickback Wallet. So check the link down in the description. There is a special discount code for Slick Reviews viewers, so make sure to check the description for all of that. So that's the end of this video. I've got a little bonus treat for you guys if you want to stick around. But if that's all you care about is the Aspen and the Kickback, definitely a thumbs up from me. Definitely check these out. So that's the Aspen and the Kickback, but I want to show you guys something else. So just for fun, I wanted to show you all. So I picked up a couple things from their recent warehouse sale. They've been doing these a little more frequently lately, where they're selling like stuff that's scratch and dent or discontinued, older stock, just stuff like that. They're doing these more consistently now, where they sell these in like a warehouse tech sale sort of situation. You kind of have to pay attention to their social media to see when that's going to happen. So I picked up a couple things. I paid my own money for these, and so I wanted to check them out. Now, I will put a card up there for when I did like a live unboxing for some of the products last year sometime, where I got a helm and I think a couple Aspen cases, stuff like that. When I did that one, you didn't know what you were going to get. You just bought like the product and they shipped you whatever color and whatever. So I got a black one, which I still have, and then like a light pink one, which I've never touched. But because I got a color that I liked, it was good enough. But with Andar stuff, my favorite color has always been camel tan. Just something about it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So I've always wanted a helm. This is my older 2019 MacBook Pro, and I've always wanted a helm in camel tan. I've had the black one on there. Black looks great. But I've always wanted one of these. So when they did this tech sale, this time you were able to pick what color you wanted. And I think they put a little bit of time into like actually going through the inventory and seeing what they had. So I was able to buy a camel tan helm. And what I wanted to show you guys in kind of this little bonus video, I didn't think it was worth making a whole separate video for, because we've checked out the helm before on that other video. But what I wanted to show you is that even though this was in their scratch and dent warehouse sale, like last time, and you can go back and watch that video, get a drink if you do, because it's a little bit lengthy. I'm just kind of rambling. But I wanted to show you the moral of the story for that last one is I bought those things that were like scratch and dent, and I had to, like with a magnifying glass, try to find whatever the flaws were. And a couple of the products, like I have no idea why they sold them at a discount. So this is my camel tan helm, and basically the same thing. Now, it's really hard to see, but on the bottom here, because they don't tell you what the defect is, but for this one, like there's the tiniest, like maybe somebody put a fingernail into it, like that's kind of what it looks like. It's really not bad. I probably wouldn't have even noticed it. And like literally, that's it. So it's, if that's the defect, it's like a centimeter, and it looks like maybe somebody just handled it wrong and like put a fingernail in it. Like that's what it looks like. Otherwise, fits exactly how it should. Looks great, because I've bought like factory second stuff before, because sometimes you get a pretty good deal if you do that, and like sometimes you get stuff and it's obvious like what went wrong. For here, it's not. So for the second time, 2 out of 2 now, I have to endorse Andar's warehouse and tech sales. So definitely follow their socials. In this part of the video, they have no idea I'm doing this part. This is just me kind of rambling. That's why I said, like, if you want to leave, go ahead. This is just me talking now. But yeah, for 2 out of 2 times now, I've got stuff on the warehouse sale, and I cannot figure out what the flaw is. I mean, this time there's that little scratch, but if that's it, that's a pretty good win because I forget what I paid for it. I think it was only 40 bucks, I think, for the helms that time, which is a steal. Like the Aspens are more than that, right? And I got this whole helm case for my MacBook. I also picked up a Memphis bag. Now I'm going to do a separate video for that because I've never checked out the Memphis before, but I did get one of those as well. And spoiler alert, same thing. It's pristine. So I don't know if that one just wasn't selling well or whatever the case is. I don't know. I can only make my, speculation. But what I can tell you is that physically there's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to see the Memphis, stay tuned because that video will be coming out in a few weeks. So that's the bonus section of the video, y'all. Definitely pay attention to Andar socials so you can jump on the next tech sale. But that's all I've got for you guys. So if you did stick around for this part, leave me a thumbs up down in the comments. But if you have any other comments or questions, please leave them down below. I like to hear from y'all. And if you'd like to get in touch, all my social media links are down in the description as well. And last, before we go, if you enjoy straightforward, to the point content like this, where we find great deals online from well-known and upcoming brands, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Pretty easy and free ways to help support the channel. That's all I've got for you this time. I'm Zach. This is Slick Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.
This review was completed following several weeks for the product sample provided by the manufacturer. No compensation was provided, and the manufacturer was not allowed editorial input, copy approval, or an early preview. To see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel.